Okay, are we? Yes, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first ever qualifying session of the 2026 Formula One Grand Prix season. And we will be going on in 10 seconds. I usually start 10 to 15 minutes earlier, but due to some unforeseen circumstances that I don't need to explain in this hour, but we gotta go racing right now. So anyway, my prediction as usual at the beginning of the season every year is Ferrari on pole, because why not? Why not get your hopes up and get hurt later on? You know, that makes life much more interesting, and when you're in pain and suffering, that's when you feel most alive. So that's basically is the logic behind the prediction of Ferrari on pole. And also there are plenty of reasons why Ferrari is going to be on pole. Plenty of reasons. The first reason is Riccardo Adami is no longer with us. I mean, he's alive, but he's not no longer in the team. He is demoted to do some other stuff. Then the engine, the Ferrari engine, is designed specifically for the amazing or the evolved starting procedure in the 2026 Formula One season. For the 2026 Formula One season, their battery charging is efficient, all of that looks good, and yeah, so it's like, why not predict? If you're gonna make a prediction at the start of the season, why not predict Ferrari? So Ferrari is gonna be on pole. Kimi Antonelli broke the shit out of the car in the third practice session, so we will see if his car is ready. He is already practicing what he needs to do in the main Grand Prix, so he's just putting the car into the barrier, but in the main Grand Prix he needs to put it into some other driver in the track. Hopefully not his teammate, but we'll see about that. Lewis Hamilton is still in the garage, so we'll see what can happen and how things can proceed. So Nico Hülkenberg starts his first push lap, and yeah, we will see. Its Audi is looking good. They will be around, I would say, P11, P12, things like that. I don't think they're gonna make it into the top 10, but Gabriel Bortoleto is very good at qualifying, so he can definitely pull out some magic. Nico Hülkenberg is the kind of guy who seems to have lost his edge in the qualifying session. But anyway, he does a 31.5 in the first sector. Nico Hülkenberg I'm talking about. I mean, the thing is, you can see it from the live speed trap that he is lifting off in the straights. He is lifting off in the straights. He went from 280, 290 something to 270 something. He's lifting off in the straights. It's kind of a sad sight to see that the battery thing is happening like that. Oh, Nico Hülkenberg had to abandon his lap for some reason. But anyway, Alexander Albon right now is in on a push lap. Maybe his battery had some problems. So Alex Albon is on a push lap. We will see the lap times of the top runners. I think that's much more exciting. But Williams 121.8. We need 120, bro. We need 120. So Alex is really slow. Esteban Ocon does 121.8, slightly behind Alexander Albon. Oliver Behrman, thank God, goes 121.4, 4 tenths up his teammate. Lando Norris has just started his first push lap, and looking good. Oh, he lost it. He lost it in turn 4. He lost it in turn 4. Cooked it, overcooked it. So this is not going to be the fastest of Lando Norris. See, he's only a tenth faster than Oliver Behrman in the first sector. So Oscar Piastri is cooking. He is 4 tenths faster, 3 tenths faster than Arvid Lindblad, who is currently at the top of the time machine. Arvid Lindblad got some serious pace, man. The rookie got some serious pace. Lewis Hamilton is cooking. Purple sector 1. I think Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and Osama bin Russell, these are going to be the guys who will be fighting for pole position. Maybe Oscar Piastri, but we'll see about that. The McLaren the pace of the McLaren doesn't seem to be on at the level that they were 12 months ago. But at the same time, this is Formula One, man. I don't want to make any kind of granular prediction. But overall, I think it's. I mean, I want it to be Lewis Hamilton, personally. But let's see. Oscar Piastri does a 125. Gabriel Bortoleto is cooking. The track is ramping up, I guess. But Gabriel Bortoleto is cooking. Lewis Hamilton has set the second fastest time, or the third fastest time right now, on medium tires. Lewis Hamilton is P3 on medium tires. On soft, he's gonna pull out another 4 tenths. So Lewis Hamilton can very well be on pole. But Gabriel Bortoleto so far, good lap time. Like I said, Gabi is a magician when it comes to quali. His race execution needs to improve, which is gonna happen as he gains more experience. But Gabi is very good in quali, much better than Nico Hülkenberg. Osama bin Russell kind of overcooks in the first corner, a little bit, not too much. First or second corner? Yeah, second corner. Let's see what Russell can do. Russell is on the soft tires, and he is 2 tenths up on Bortoleto on first sector. The regime is cooking. Oh my god, George Russell is so quick. Lifting off towards the end of the straight because the battery has gone off. But Russell is doing good job, man. He is wringing the neck of the car. He's doing a great job. But we need to see other top dogs. Lewis Hamilton is P3 on a medium tire. So that's very promising. Ferrari is packing in some serious pace. George Russell goes P1. He is 119.8. Russell does a 119.8. Holy hell. Nearly a second quicker than Lewis Hamilton. Charles Leclerc is also, they need to put on the soft tires and get ready. Kimi Antonelli is suited up and waiting. Bro, you broke the fucking car. What do you expect? So let's see Isaac Ajar, what he can do. But Mercedes, pretty quick. George Russell is pretty quick. We need Isaac Ajar to go and make a difference. Otherwise, it's gonna be horrible. If Isaac Ajar, imagine the comments, imagine the memes. If Isaac Ajar is knocked out in Q1 and Max Verstappen is on pole, it's gonna be crazy. But anyway, Isaac Ajar goes second fastest, much more slower than the Mercedes. Let's see what Max Verstappen can do. We all are waiting for Max Verstappen's lap, because that's the representative time for almost everything. And also the Ferraris need to go out on the softs. I am yapping way too much, but that's why, but probably because I'm a little bit too excited. Okay, so Verstappen is about to hit the tracks. Car number 3, let's go. But Lindblad is cooking, man. He just said purple sector 2. He just said purple sector 2. That's how good this kid is. Lindblad is very good. The future Max Verstappen teammate. Wow. I genuinely believe that Lindblad has the potential to become the next, like Sebastian Vettel or Max Verstappen of Red Bull. Wow. Imagine that, a British driver. Lindblad goes P2, faster than Isaac Ajar. Insane. Arvid Lindblad goes faster than Isaac Ajar. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Wow. I know that the qualifying sessions has not finished yet. We still got more than 8 minutes to go for the Q1 session. But Arvid Lindblad is quicker than Isaac Ajar. Doesn't look good for Isaac. Lewis Hamilton is trying again on the medium tires. I don't know why. Oscar Piastri is doing it again on the same softs. Hamilton gains some time, goes up again to P3, but Ferrari has some Ferrari genuinely have some pace. They have at least half a second available. Ferrari have half a second available in the back. They can just put on a set of soft tires and rip the field. They definitely have that. I think it's gonna be Mercedes versus Ferrari because Charles Leclerc does. Oh my God! Someone is in the barriers. Someone is in the barriers. Is it Max? I think it's Max. Yeah, it's Max. Oh my God! Max Verstappen is in the barriers. Holy shit! Max Verstappen is in the barriers. Red flag. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is crazy. See, this is why we love racing because of these amazing moments like this. So Max Verstappen is in the barriers, which means that it's good news for all of the non-Max Verstappen fans, which includes Oscar Piastri fans, Mercedes, Ferrari, everybody else. Literally everyone who is not a Max Verstappen fan, but technically everyone is a Max Verstappen fan. He's the Ferrari of racing drivers. But yeah, good to see that he's getting out of the car. Let's hear it. So he's going in the start-finish straight. Oh, he at the turning. So something happened. He didn't do anything. So I think it's just the electric clipping and the motor kicked in or something like that. He just crashed. Just going into turn one, he just lost the lost the rear and hit the barriers. So I think Max Verstappen will start dead last. They're not gonna fix his car unless it's like a quick suspension replacement. Then they can do it. Verstappen. So apparently the car locked the rear axles when exiting turn one, and it was just not a good thing. It's just horrible. And Verstappen hit some pebbles in his hand. I think he's just shaking his hands a little bit, and yeah, he's shaking his hands like this. He's doing this. So anyway, so Red Bull fucked up, and Red Bull fucked up. Red Bull fucked up. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's always bad for Red Bull. It's horrible for Red Bull because not only is like Ajar is slower than Arvid Lindblad, but now Max Verstappen's technical issues also knocked him out. This actually works out beautifully for Andrea Kimi Antonelli because now Mercedes people got some extra time to fix his fucking car. And that's amazing. They still got 7 minutes on the board, which is plenty of time for Kimi Antonelli to go complete his out lap and do a push lap. Maybe 2 push laps back to back. Who knows? Put enough fuel. The car is fast enough. George Russell is at the top of the timing sheets. So right now in danger are Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas. They're going to get knocked out anyway. Lance Stroll is going to get knocked out. Probably Fernando Alonso as well if Kimi Antonelli goes up. So yeah, I mean, this is one of the primary reasons why all the rookies love Max Verstappen because Kimi Antonelli needed a little bit more time. Kimi Antonelli needed more time so that his engineers and mechanics could fix the car that he broke in the third practice session. And Verstappen is like, you know what, bro, I'm going to help you. And then goes in, puts it in the barrier, red flag. It basically pauses the time. So it's a beautiful thing to say, beautiful synergy and all that. And Isak Hajar needs to perform. He needs to perform, man. The car is being carried out, lifted up and carried out, and pit exit is closed. Yeah, but I think we're gonna go back to green light conditions soon, in a minute or two, something like that, because the engineers are scrambling around and the tires are about to go on. So yeah. Verstappen is on the bike of a Marshall and he is taking the scenic route back to the paddock. It's actually a pretty long route. It's going back to the paddock, and yeah, it's just difficult that Verstappen, who is supposed to be fighting for pole, and that's the lap that we all wanted to see. He just locked up. I mean, the rear axle locked in turn one, and he just crashed out. Not much anyone could have done. Yep, just a passenger in the car after that, and he hit the front right of the car in the barriers, and definitely the car has suspension damage. The front wing must have been broken as well, and I don't know what else has been broken. We are seeing the onboard. Okay, he did a twist, and boom. I don't think the car is damaged that significantly, but they cannot fix it in 3 minutes. So that's the problem. The car is not that damaged significantly, but it definitely takes like 15 minutes to fix that. Like if they were in a race condition, I think not the race condition, but like if they had 15 to 20 minutes, I think they could have fixed the car. They could fix the car. But yeah, you never know. Like when an impact like that happens, there could be broken components beyond what you see on the surface. Okay. So Kimi Antonelli's car is ready. He's on track, and he's going to go and put in some nice lap times. We got 2 minutes and 9 seconds before the session resumes. Hopefully this is the only red flag. Of the qualifying session. I don't like red flags in quali, but sometimes they do play in well into the conditions. Like for example, we just saw with Kimi Antonelli, right? His engineers definitely breathed a sigh of relief when they saw the red flag caused by Max Verstappen's crash. So pretty good. Lando Norris is at the top of the line. I think Lando Norris is gonna struggle to be in the top 5 because if Arvid Lindblad continues to drive that he does, then it's bad news for 2 people. The first person is Liam Lawson. The second person is Isak Ajar. That's what it's gonna be. Lando Norris is waiting at the front of the line in the pit lane. He is currently P7, as you can see on the screen. Are Ferrari going to use the revolving front wing? Probably not. Oh wait. I am being a very bad YouTuber. I mean, I'm not a that successful YouTuber either, so I'm trying to check if anyone is sending some live message, but fortunately there are no live messages. There's probably like half a person watching this because they mistakenly click on the video. But anyway, we will see. Currently, George Russell looks like he's the quickest man on track. However, Sir Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc have put in their representative times with medium tires, which means they're gonna be like definitely at least a 3 to 4 tenths faster. And if 3 to 4 tenths of pace will actually put Charles Leclerc on pole, at this moment, as you can see. So hopefully, in the later stages of qualifying, they will go out with softer tires, the softest compound tire, the red ringed rubber. They put on pole. Hamilton is still on the mediums. I don't know what they're trying to do. I think they're just kind of like trying to thug it out the first session on the Q1 with the medium tires, and then they will have better tire options for the race, so which is a better thing altogether. So good strategic thinking in Ferrari, which is not something that you can say always about Ferrari, especially in the recent years, but things are feeling different with Lewis Hamilton right now, with Ferrari right now. I'm just happy that Ricciardo is gone. The team's energy is way up high. 2026 is also the year of the horse. Lando Norris begins his first timed lap. Andrea Stella watching intently from the pit wall. I need to take a sip of water. But Erwin Lindblad, man of the hour. Man of the freaking hour, man. Lindblad is doing a great job. He's on the used mediums, I think. Yeah, he's losing time. It's used mediums. You know what he should do? What Lindblad should do? He should go and park it. Just go and park it. He's just slow at this stage. Liam Lawson is cooking. I mean, he's on a personal best, but I'm not sure if he's gonna beat Lindblad. But Liam Lawson is looking decent. Lindblad went much more slower, not much more slower, but a little slower than what he did earlier. Liam Lawson goes up to P9. Nice lap from him. Lewis Hamilton does purple sector 1 in used medium tires. Personal best sector 2 in a used medium tires. What the hell is happening at Ferrari? We are back, baby. Is this the year that Lewis Hamilton gets his 8th world title? Is this the season? I think so. I genuinely think so, because look at the pace of that Ferrari. He does a purple sector 1 on a set of used medium tires. Medium tires, purple sector 1. Beat the shit out of Osama bin Russell. He goes fastest. Lewis Hamilton, top of the timing sheets. Holy hell. Holy shit. Lewis Hamilton, top of the timing sheets. Oscar Piastri, not so much. McLaren is not that quick. George Russell is now putting in purple sector 1 and purple sector 2. I hope he fucks up the last one, because Hamilton at the top of the timing sheets just hits home. That's what he's talking about. That's what we were talking about. Oscar Piastri, slower middle sector. We'll see what he does in the last one. He's about to cross the finish line. Oscar Piastri pulls ahead of Lewis Hamilton. I think George Russell is going to smash both of them out of the park. George Russell goes fastest with 119.5. Toto Wolff is very happy and at peace. As you can see his face, the camera is panning to his face. He just throws in a smile. Couldn't resist. Charles Leclerc had a moment, I feel, somewhere. Oh yeah, he went off track. Locked up, went off track. Yeah. Lando Norris is again on his lap. So is Erwin Lindblad. But yeah, Norris is not as quick. Lando is already 4 tenths slower than George Russell by the end of the first two sectors. Kind of same as Erwin Lindblad. It's insane that Norris and Lindblad are doing similar esque lap times. Bro, if Lindblad outshines Ajar and Lawson, then holy hell. Lando Norris goes up to P4. Not bad, not bad, not bad. But Ferrari's pace on the mediums is better than most people's pace on softs. And it's comparable to most people's pace on soft. Bro, Lewis Hamilton is back, man. All of the people who were saying that he was washed, come on, man. So, okay, let's see. Isaac Hajar cuts the beam, P5. Oh my, okay, great for Isaac Hajar. He is faster than Arvid Lindblad right now, so must be nice. Must be nice. Shame for Max Verstappen though, because the Red Bull has pace. If Hajar is P5, Verstappen could have been easily P3. But these things happen in its racing. Oh my god. So Franco Colapinto is also going to be eliminated. Valtteri Bottas is going to be eliminated. Sergio Perez is going to be eliminated. Yeah, they're not quick. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Who is this guy? What is he doing? Pierre Gasly is still lapping, eh? Bro, give up. You've already done it. Oh, Franco Colapinto started his lap. So Franco Colapinto is going to finish his lap too. Come on, Franco, Franco, Franco. I think Franco is going to be faster than Fernando because Fernando is driving the Aston Martin, which is just a shit car at the moment. So Pierre Gasly cuts the beam and he is P14. Not bad. He's gonna get disqualified in Q2. I mean, not disqualified, but eliminated in Q2. Let's see if Franco Colapinto can go. He is about to cut the beam and he is P15. Good for him. Good for him. Good for him. As expected, Gabriel Bortoleto is ahead of Nico Hulkenberg, and both of them are around the fringes of the points, the last points, so that's pretty good. Carlos Sainz got eliminated, as usual, and he's going to have a run of bad luck in the initial part of the season. Alex Albon is P13, so great job from him. Antonelli Radio. Kimi Antonelli is thanking the team on the radio. And yeah, great job, great job, great job all along. So it's going to be George Russell, Oscar Piastri, Lewis Hamilton, maybe Lando Norris fighting for pole. Maybe, we never know, but maybe. Okay, so far, my predictions are okay, and my predictions have actually gone wrong only with Haas because I kind of propped them up a lot higher than they currently are. Perez on radio. So some words of encouragement from Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas to the Cadillac F1 team, and big shout out to Cadillac, bro. Big shout out to Cadillac. Their first season in Formula One, they managed to put both of the cars out on track, and even though they both of them got knocked out, that they're much better than Aston Martin, who has been in the sport for a long period of time. They have a lot of money, they have all the infrastructure, they have Adrian Newey, and still they're shit. So the problem with Aston Martin was actually related to the easygoing approach of Lawrence Stroll and the team, because nobody went on and nobody was actually checking the progress of the engine development until November 2025, until like the last leg of the season. So in November 2025, Adrian Newey and Lawrence Stroll went to visit Japan to see what progress is happening, and they were very behind. They were understaffed, and that was that. So obviously this means that they didn't have time. They just quickly, built some kind of engine which kept on breaking up. But yeah, that was basically the short and long of it. Pierre Gasly qualifies for Q2. God bless. Pierre Gasly. So Kimi Antonelli is under FIA investigation for a pit lane infringement. That's just sad. But Charles Leclerc is going to be, extremely focused on winning, and the pace of the car looks really good, especially with Lewis Hamilton as well. So which is a positive. It means that which means a lot of things. But the most important thing that it means is that Ferrari is going to be world champions. This is a hill that I am starting the season, the 2026 season, that is on, and we need to focus, man. We need to freaking focus, and we need to do all those things right. The session will restart in 1 minute, and we will see who are the people who are gonna get eliminated. I will say both of the Haas. One Audi is gonna get eliminated, and who else is gonna get eliminated? Williams, both of the Alpines, both of the Haas, one Williams, because one Williams is left, and one Audi. Is that five? Yeah, that's like six people. But those are the ones who are gonna get eliminated. So that is that. The cars are already lined up in the pit lane to go out and move. And we are underway. We are going again. Just really want to see Lewis Hamilton getting back on pole position. That's what we need. That's what we're going for in this channel. This is a Lewis Hamilton channel because Verstappen is gone. Verstappen crash, it put him way out of contention, so that it's not gonna happen anymore. So that's that. The only thing that is left here to do is wait for Lewis and make sure that Lewis Hamilton delivers and does what he does best, which is to put in the best lap time of his life. And he's gonna do it. I believe he's gonna do it. So, Team Lewis, we are supporting Team Lewis, by the way. I'm checking something on the phone because nobody has started their first time lap. I think it's gonna be Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, Sir Lewis Hamilton is going to just blitz past everyone, and he needs to be on pole. And after he is on pole, when the race starts, here's what's gonna happen. The Ferrari engine is optimized for great race start, so he's gonna blitz past. Charles Leclerc is the second one starting his time lap. We need a 1:19.0. That's what we need. 1:19.0. Maybe a 1:18.8. Why not? If it's a 1:18.8, my screen froze. Okay, it's working now. We need a 1:18.8 ideally, but a 1:19.0 is also decent. Oh, something happened to Lewis. Lewis stopped. Lewis, slow down. Got the fuck out of the way. Abandoned his lap. What happened, man? What happened with Lewis? Something happened with Lewis. This is not what we want. But Charles Leclerc is still going good. Purple sector 2. Come on, Charles. Come on. Come on, Charles. Put a 1:18.8. Come on. Oh my god. Oh, he did it. Leclerc did it. He did a 1:20.0. Pretty good lap. Pretty good lap. Let me just change it up on the screen. Charles Leclerc did a magnificent lap time. Let's see what Lindblad can do. I'm excited about Lindblad. He gives me a young Verstappen vibes. There's a lady supporting Ferrari with red fingernails, so that's a nice touch. Kimi Antonelli is flying too. George Russell puts in purple sector 1. What happened to Lewis Hamilton, man? We need some updates on that. Did Ferrari forget to put enough fuel in his car? Purple sector 1, George Russell. Purple sector 2, George Russell. He's the man to beat. Kimi Antonelli does a purple sector 3, but 1:19.0, 1:20.0 is the time, but it seems like it's gonna be 1:19.0. Lap time stumbling down, 1:19.0. Okay, Lewis, we need to get a 1:19.0, bro, because George Russell is flying. 1:18.9, bro. Mercedes got the season. Mercedes got the season entirely. George Russell is 1:18.9. I was actually saying, like, ideally Ferrari need a 1:18.8. So yeah, No, did I say 198 or 118.8? Something like that. But we do need. I got some comment. Wait, hold up. Okay, and someone is commenting, "You are a good man." Thank you, sir. Thank you. Someone has commented, but because I'm a retard, I didn't watch it. And he said, "Someone, you're a good man and good luck." Thank you, sir. Thank you, whoever you are, sir, madam. Was the other? What's the other line? What's the other word? Gender neutral. Yes, if you're that also, thank you so much. Mode B2EP. Thanks so much. Anyway, I have to stay focused on this thing. What happened to Lewis? That's what we want to know. What happened to Lewis? Lewis Hamilton does not have a representative wait time. He got his. What the hell? They were weighing his car. But I don't know, something happened to Lewis. Lewis, bro, you need to get your shit together, bro. We gotta get a lap in. This is not going good. We need a lap in. I need to sign into Google. Oh my god. This is the only big challenge we have right now. Charles Leclerc's pace has dropped massively. Dropped massively. This is not gonna be ideal for us because Russell is 189 and nobody is just, yeah. How to reply to this guy? I don't know how to reply, so thank you at mode hyphen. Lewis Hamilton is back in the pits. They're about to roll him out once again, and he has now put on a fresh set of soft tires, and he is going to smash the timing seat. We're gonna get a 1:18.5. Watch this. We're gonna get a one. He's gonna break all of the records, all of the simulations, and Lewis Hamilton is going to take the soul of Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team, and it's gonna happen. It's really gonna happen. It is 100% gonna happen. Let's see. I mean, this timing sheet is not updated for some reason. Okay, now it's updated. So we got. Oh, it's still in the Q1 tab. We are actually in Q2. Yeah. So in Q2 so far, George Russell has a 189, and Lewis Hamilton is way at the bottom over here, as you can see. We need a time. We need a 1:18.5, Lewis. The Audi is slowing down on the track. Who is that? Nico? Oh, he's speeding up again. Nico Ulkenberg starts his time lap. Let's see what he can do. But what's Lewis doing? Lewis is on his out lap right now. That's the lap that we want. We need a 1:18.5 4. We need a 1:18.4. The stakes are always higher because George Russell is doing his outlap right now. I think pole position could be in 1:17s. Could be. Could be in 1:17s. Fortunately for Max Verstappen, he didn't want to drive these cars. He didn't like driving these cars. So in a way, like from a perspective, it's actually a positive outcome for Max. Obviously, in every other perspective, it's a bad thing that he crashed out. But yeah, pretty good so far. If one of the Audis goes into Q3, it's probably gonna be Bortoleto. Nico is good, but oh my god, Lewis Hamilton fucked up. Lewis Hamilton fucked up, man. Bad sector 1, mediocre sector 2, and I don't know how much he can do it in sector 3. Nico Hülkenberg goes 1:23. Verstappen is walking back to the paddock. 15 cameras in his fucking face, and he pretends to not see any single one of them. So that's, everything is nice. George Russell puts in the purple sector 1. Lewis Hamilton is 1:19.9. I guess it's good enough to get into to Q3 because that's now the goal. Right now, that's the only goal. Kimi Antonelli does a 1:19.3, goes to P2. Mercedes are gonna lock the front rows, man. George Russell has found the rhythm in his car. 1:18.9. Oh, he's slightly slower than his original time lapse. So I think we are finding the upper limit of Mercedes. 1:18.9, 1:18.8, that sort of time. So Lewis Hamilton needs to do a 1:18.4 to take the souls of Mercedes people. He gotta do this, man. The only person who can do this is him at this stage. There's no one else. Lando Norris is decent, but he had a dominant car all season last year and he only won by 2 points. So, he's good, but not George Russell good, not Lewis Hamilton good, not Charles Leclerc good, is what I'm saying. But we'll see. Anything can happen, he's the world champion, so he's the defending world champion, but it doesn't feel like it, doesn't feel like it. It's still Max. Charles Leclerc is on a mighty lap at this stage. I hope Lewis Hamilton is on the track again as well. But right now, the only thing that's giving me hope is Charles Leclerc, nailing the laps. So his first sector is now faster than George Russell, which is pretty good. Lost a little bit of time to George Russell, only a 10th, we can regain it. If George Russell goes close to around 1:18.9 or 1:19.0 also, it means Lewis Hamilton can find pole position. So that's the F1 math that I'm doing. Isaac Hadjar is quick too. It's a shame that Verstappen had that crash because Verstappen would have been faster than George Russell. Because Isaac Hadjar is almost as quick as George Russell. If Isaac is almost as quick as George, then Verstappen would have smoked him. But let's see. We'll see. Oh my god. Leclerc goes second fastest, 4/10 and a bit. Slower than George Russell. Not bad, but not good either. Let's see what Isaac can do. If Isaac is like 5/10 ish around George Russell, then I think Verstappen could have gotten him. Just by, but could have. Let's see. Oh my god. Isaac is slow, bro. He's 7/10 down. P5 though. The cars ahead of him are Piastri, Antonelli, Leclerc and Russell. Bro, Mercedes are quick. Mercedes are bloody quick. Verstappen should have taken the deal. I think this year, if Toto Wolff demonstrates Verstappen that they are gonna have the best car for the entirety of this era of regulations, then Verstappen is probably gonna jump ship because he wants to win. There's no point working so hard if you're gonna fight in the back, which is a nice way to look at things, which is an ambitious way of looking at things, because that's the only way you progress. Alexander Albon just fucking it up, man. Just fucking it up. Their car is shit, based on what I can glean. Let's see what happened with Lewis Hamilton. So Lewis Hamilton also lost into turn one. All four wheels, I think, outside of the white lines. Yep, he was completely off track. He was entirely off track. Yep. So he needs to get his shit together. So right now, people who got eliminated, Nico Hulkenberg, as I said, both of the Haas's, both of the Alpines, and Alex Albon. Yeah, so it's exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. Oh my god, it's if it's gonna be a predictable season, Mercedes 1, 2, that type of thing, no. I hope not. I hope both of the drivers. No, I mean I don't. I was gonna wish a crash. Right now there's a yellow flag, but the Q2 session is over. Why the fuck there's a yellow flag? The Audi car is broken. The blinkers are on. It's broken in the pit lane entry. I think the pit lane entry will be closed. Gabriel Bortoleto. Something happened to his car. I hope we get a radio message. Gabriel Bortoleto's car is broken and he is at the entry of the pit lane. So they fucked up his car. Reliability concerns maybe. But good news that he got into Q3, eh? It's crazy that the guy who gets into Q3 gets the technical issue. So Arvid Lindblad is going in quickly and he got a bit confused. And then what Gabriel should have done is he should have parked it outside. But he thought that he couldn't actually roll it in. Lindblad radio. So the start of the Q3 will be delayed because the Audi the Audi of Gabriel Bortoleto is broken. So the start of the Q3 will be delayed. And we got a Marshall trying to push the car back into it. So Pierre Gasly exiting the pit lane. Some part fell out. Was it a wheel cover? Yeah, I think it's a wheel cover. But George Russell is beaming with confidence, bro. Come on, Lewis, we gotta get your shit together, bro. We gotta get your shit together. Lewis Hamilton is the only one who can do this. Why is this not getting updated properly? This is not the lap time of Charles Leclerc. Jesus Christ. Yeah, now this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. So planetf1.com, these motherfuckers, no one reads their blog articles because they're so clickbaity. No one likes them. No one likes planetf1.com, but now their fucking live race feed also flawed. So I'm gonna go and switch to a different vendor from the next session, which is tomorrow, the main race. It'll be nice if the main race of tomorrow is also like the main race of last year in Australia, crazy conditions. It'll be fun to see how the battery management thing kicks in these type of situations, and the movable aerodynamics also. But you know, it's a little bit on fate. If the racing gods allow Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Okay, so there's a lot of Australian support from Oscar Piastri, obviously. Let's see what Piastri can do. But it seems like McLaren this year are not going to have the fastest car. It's just obvious. It is Mercedes. It is Mercedes and Ferrari are in the mix because they are phenomenal drivers and they have nailed the start. Even if Mercedes gets the pole position, they can definitely lose the race start to Mercedes. They have that advantage. So we'll see. The thing about Mercedes, is that they can run less fuel. That's why they're faster. Their variable compression ratio trick is working so well that they can run less fuel because they can extract the same amount of energy as others, or they can burn the same amount of fuel as others in order to be in order to generate more battery power for the battery and become more fast. Charles Leclerc is out on the track. We got a minute on the clock. We got a minute on the board. Lando Norris is not going to be able to defend his championship successfully. I don't even think he's going to win a single race this season. This is just another blunt prediction about Lando Norris because the car is slow and he's not the kind of guy who can just, steal races. He's not that type of guy. He has never done that. You know what he has done? He has bottled race wins. So that's what Lando Norris does. So Lando Norris is going to have 0 race victories in 2026 Formula 1 season. That's a prediction. The more I'm watching this, the more data I'm downloading into my brains because the lap times and the relative performance in the qualifying session of the first ever Grand Prix is actually representative of the pace. No motherfucker here is sandbagging. So based on the performance that I'm seeing so far and based on the ability of the drivers that I know from my experience of watching the sport for the last few years, not the last few years, more than that, it's much more than that, but the last few years in particular, in relation to Lando Norris, the only thing that I can say is that he ain't winning one. Lando Norris will be winless in 2026. Kimi Antonelli had a slight lockup. I don't know which corner is this. I'm extremely tired. After this, I'm gonna go have some protein powder. Then I'm gonna come back, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm going to go and take a nap. Then I have a lot of other chores to do because it's Saturday, and it's Saturday's chores day. Weekends actually come and go, man. Like, that's one of the things that I want to say. I think Norris, is it Norris or Piastri? Piastri, I think. Or is it Norris? I think it's Piastri. Yeah, it's Piastri. Piastri starting his first time lap of the Q3 session. We'll see what happens. We need Lewis Hamilton on pole, man. These guys are okay, but I definitely don't believe that Piastri or Norris are going to have the upper hand. He does a 31-1. He needs to do much better than that. I think not Leclerc, Russell did a 30 something in the previous session. Lewis Hamilton on his first time lap, dude. Lewis, don't let us down, bro. Come on, Lewis. We gotta do this, man. We gotta smoke Russell. You have smoked Russell before. Come on, Lewis. Ah, man, he did a 39 first sector. We need 2 tenths off. We need 2 tenths more in the first sector. Something's on the track. There's debris on track. Something from a green car or some shit. Who has a green car? Who the fuck has a green car? Kimi Antonelli, you fucking retard. Unsafe release of Kimi Antonelli. They had some cooling pipe attached to the car, and that broke off. They red flagged the session because of Kimi Antonelli. These motherfuckers, man. This Mercedes team, man. They are like here to crash into other people and throw bombs. The memes are correct. It's Kimi Antonelli and Osama bin Russell. That's what these motherfuckers are. And someone broke it. Someone drove through it. What the hell, man? What the hell? Find them. Give them like a 10-second, like that 5 place grid penalty, 10 place grid penalty. Fuck them. Pit lane start. Both of them. Lando Norris drove through. Yep. Oh my goodness. Where is it? Yes, he drove through that. It's actually very hard to note, so don't blame Lando. So it's okay, Norris radio. So basically, here's what happened. Kimi Antonelli, you know when the cars are in the pit lane and there are some like tubes going into the various sections of the car to cool the internal components. Kimi Antonelli's people left those components. So as he went on the track doing his outlap, those components started flying off because they're not tied to the car. They're not car components. They're external cooling components. And it was a piece of it flew off in turn 1, and another piece of it flew off in the straight. I think between turn 4 and 5, or was it 3 and 4? No. 3 and 4 is a short run. It's definitely like 4 and 5. So there, Kim, like what's his name? Lando drove onto it on that piece of debris, and did something, and now they're just checking the underbody of the front wing and a few other places of the car. So, oh my god, this is a nightmare, bro. Give Kimi Antonelli at least if like 10 place grid penalty. We need at least a 10 place grid penalty for Kimi Antonelli. Fuck him. Fuck that kid. What a retard, man. No. I mean, I don't feel anything nice for him. First, you destroy the shit out of the car in FP3. And second, your engineers, because they're so used to you fucking things up, left equipment on your car. That's basically what has happened. There's no other reason. And now in the entire team, the mechanics, they're gonna look at each other's faces and be like, hey, before who fucked up? Who did this? And in those situations, the guy who did it is gonna be like, pit exit is closed. It's 100% Mercedes component. 100%. They have a neon green thing. So yeah, as you can see, Kimi Antonelli's car rolling out, and they have the cooling equipment attached to the car, and that cooling equipment that was left attached to the car was so first, yep. 10-second grid penalty. That is dangerous. That shit is dangerous. And then Lando Norris just drove just broke the fucking thing into a gazillion pieces. Oh, woo. That's actually a sick shot. That's actually a nice picture of Lando. But yeah, I mean that's how Mercedes plan to win. Leaving debris on track, unsafe release of their car. That's what these motherfuckers do, man. That's what these motherfuckers do. So anyway, we need better laps from everybody. The Q3 will resume. The Q3 session will resume in 3 minutes time. So one of the interesting things to keep in mind here is that I have not switched the timing sheets. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that both of the Racing Bulls are ahead of the Red Bull, of the only Red Bull of Isaac Hadjar, which means that Isaac Hadjar is going to have a nightmare of a fucking season. It's gonna happen. It's gonna freaking happen. And we will see. We will see what happens with Isaac Hadjar. I think the next replacement of Isaac Hadjar is definitely going to be Erwin Lindblad. Kid has been impressive. He has been impressive. So I think Arvid Lindblad is going to be the next Max Verstappen. I think he is going to be the guy who can tame the second Red Bull properly. We got 90 seconds. And then we'll be back. Okay, they're doing some quick duct tape finishes to the underbody, not of the side element of the left-hand side of the front wing of Lando Norris's car. That's what they're doing right now. Oscar Piastri can get a podium. If he can get a podium, then it's gonna be great for him. Other than that, I don't really care much about the McLarens. Oscar, because I think he should. He kind of deserves a better finish. in Australia based on what happened last year. So Kimi Antonelli must get a penalty, that's for sure. He has been noted by the FIA for unsafe release. So we will see how much of a penalty he gets. And session resumes. So we had 3 red flags. Great. The first one was because Max Verstappen, the second one was because Gabriel Bortoleto, and the third one was because Kimi Antonelli. So it's basically Max Verstappen and the rookies that he has been mentoring. So it's just a racket. Some kind of conspiracy theory is going on. Conspiracy, not conspiracy theory. I mean, I just shared a conspiracy theory. But anyway, guys are back on track and they're doing their outlap. Oscar Piastri is going around. But I'll just give the edge to Lewis Hamilton again because I like Lewis Hamilton. Personally a fan of Lewis. But if Lewis Hamilton gets pole, and he's gonna get pole, then it's gonna be our season. It's gonna be Ferrari's 2026 is gonna be the year of horse, both like in terms of astrology and also in terms of like Ferrari success. So we are going for it, is what I'm trying to say. Kimi Antonelli, he's gonna get a 5+ grid penalty, so it don't matter what he does because they fucked up the release. The worst thing that can happen for us is Kimi Antonelli getting away with a slap on the wrist. We need a 5+ grid penalty, at least. 10 place is also fine. I'll take it. Oh, Kimi Antonelli went off the track. Fucking went off the track. Fucking retard. The team does such a hard work. Was it Russell? Oh my god, it was Russell. No, Russell is just starting his lap. Kimi Antonelli went off track. George Russell started his lap. So Kimi Antonelli gone with the wind. He needs to go and change his tires because he was in the gravel traps. Russell is doing a great job, as usual. Boost mode, overtake mode, and there's just a lot of data on the screen. George Russell does the purple sector too. Isaac Hadjar now steals that second purple sector away from him. Let's see. Isaac Hadjar he is finding some nice performance. $119.0 George Russell, Osama bin Russell, 119.0, which is slower than what he did previously. He did a 118.8, something like that, 118.9. So Russell can definitely find 1 to 2 tenths more, but which is a good news because now we know a target. Like I've just said, I think the Mercedes have maxed out. 122. We need 8 tenths, bro. Leclerc is a second down. Isaac Hadjar is 5 tenths down by Mercedes. So the Mercedes are going to be like class of the field for 2026 and beyond, which is not good news for anybody else. I think they locked it in. Norris is half a second behind Russell as well, slightly ahead of Isaac Hadjar. Fuck. Let's see. Oh man, Ferrari has lost some pace, dude. They're not quick. Ferrari are like a second off. They need to quickly slap on some tires, new tires, and get back out. Mercedes are just flying away with this. Ferrari needs to put on some fresh tires and come back. We need that. Kimi Antonelli going in well. And snap. Just locks up his tire. Last year, the place where George Russell was battling Fernando Alonso and then got spooked, and then he had a nice massive crash where he was in the middle of the track and then he was calling for a red flag on the radio. That's the place where Kimi Antonelli went off. I know that all of the information that I just said is probably relevant to only like two people because not many have may have remembered it, but that's the best way I can describe it. Kimi Antonelli back out again, but they're looking strong, dude. Mercedes AMG Petronas at the class of the field. They're half a second clear of everybody else. In quali, we actually suspected it. We actually suspected it. So the compression ratio trick was rumored to give Mercedes an edge of like 4 tenths around the entire lap, and now it is like more than 4 tenths. It's nearly 5 tenths. It's a little bit of crack. It's gonna be fine. Kimi Antonelli warming up his tires, getting ready to set his first and probably only fast qualifying lap in the Q2 session for the first qualifying day of the 2026 Formula 1 season. Let's go. Come on, come on. Don't put it in the wall. Or put it in the wall. It's going to be entertaining. Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Charles Leclerc, actually everybody else is on a time lap. Not time lap, like an out lap. Bortoleto is not on an out lap. Lindblad and is not on an out lap. But apart from that, everybody else is on an out lap. Oh, he clips the grass a little bit. Antonelli around turn 7. Lift off because it's straight and we're in the battery championship. Purple middle sector by Kimi Antonelli, great performance. George Russell lighting up the timing shades. Oh, holy shit, Kimi Antonelli goes fastest. Holy shit, Andrea Kimi Antonelli goes fastest. Let's see what George Russell can do. George Russell does a purple sector 1. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, let's see, let it rip. Goes 1:18.8 fastest. George Russell is on a mighty lap. He has purple sector 1, purple sector 2. And the third sector is the only thing that's left. Bro, George Russell is gonna put it on pole. And he's gonna be way ahead of everybody else. Both of the Mercedes, I mean. It's gonna be a boring season. Yep. So Russell is 3 tenths quicker than Kimi Antonelli. He does a 1:18.5. I said a 1:18.4 is going to be for pole, so I guess I'm right. Again, no, I'm joking. I was not right. But the problem is, here's the problem. Everybody else is slow as fuck, man. Oscar Piastri is, oh my goodness. The closest competitor Mercedes are like nearly a second down, at least 5 tenths down. Oh my god, they're 7 to 8 tenths down. It's over. It's over. It's over. 7 tenths ahead. The Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula One team is seventh, 8 tenths ahead, 5 tenths at least ahead in a quali lap. So this is going to be Russell versus Antonelli for the world title. Oh my God, Lewis Hamilton is a second down. Oh my God, this is just not good. Not a positive day at all. Gabriel Bortolito's car had some problems, so he's fine with it. Oh my God, this is gonna be a boring season. This is gonna be a fucking boring season, bro. Let's see what Liam Lawson can do. Toto Wolff is just hiding his happiness, and he's just sharing a smug happiness. And he's like, they got 1-2, bro. They locked the front row. They locked the fucking front row. Mercedes front row lockout. This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be a fun season at all. George Russell pole position. Kimi Antonelli P2. Will George Russell do the T pose? Or will he do it after the race win? They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Mercedes engine is helping them charge the battery more efficiently and effectively. Isaac Hajar P3, not bad. But he's 7 tenths down though. It's not. It's gonna be a 2-horse race out in front. But the only hope we have is the good race start from Ferrari, because their engine is optimized for the race start. So if they nail the race start, then it's gonna be great. But so far it looks like this is gonna be a boring season. It's gonna be a fucking boring season. It's gonna be a boring couple of seasons. It is what it is, and unfortunately this is the world we live in. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.